Hi, so nice to see you all once again. So you all know that all my previous videos have been aimed at the people who are going for exams, but this particular video is a bit different from the previous ones. This is aimed at the chief engineers and all the decision makers who are going for a dry dock and carrying out all the surveys, right? The point of this video is to just make people introspect that are we doing all the right thing necessary when we are doing the load test of the crane. What are the conclusions and what are the inferences we arrive at, and does it make sense from the commercial point of view. So you will go through the video. Please stay till the end, and then you will see that you might be forced to think a little bit. And this video is based on all the conversations and debates and experiences I gathered on basis my interactions with so many chief engineers, superintendents, and managers during the course of my training sessions when I do the hydraulic part of it. So it might be interesting and it might be useful also for all you know. So you are watching Chief Engineer's Tea Time Talk. I am Ramesh, the pilot will guide you to this channel, and hope you really find this video useful and enjoyable. Thank you so much. See you again in the next video.
We all know that if we put oil inside the hydraulic motor, the oil pushes the piston or vanes and then it rotates. The rotation of hydraulic motor, let us say clockwise, results in rotation of the main windlass shaft through a series of gears which ultimately rotates the gypsy and the anchor comes up. Anyway, the point to be noted here is that if we just let the anchor hang, then the weight of the anchor will rotate the motor in the opposite direction, that is the anti-clockwise direction, and the anchor will travel down. The oil will be flowing into the tank in the return pipe. This is undesirable, and hence we have a counterbalance valve stopping the flow of oil from the motor. Right? The anchor holds position when the lever is in neutral condition. But if the motor is leaking or there is a compromise with the hydraulic lock, the anchor will creep down. It will not be holding position. So, if on release of the brakes, the anchor is creeping down, we generally conclude that there is a great problem with the ability to maintain the hydraulic lock. It seems the same logic is stretched to the crane as well. I have heard this from so many superintendents, chief engineers and masters attending dry dock that the load test is carried out basically in two ways. I mean, this I'm talking about a crane. First is have a water bag or test weight of the stipulated value, hang on the hook, lift it up by a few meters and see if it is holding. If the holding, then the crane is presumed to be good. Or method 2, connect a load cell to the hook and hold it to the required load or required pressure as calculated and observe the drop in pressure in the load cell. If the pressure holds and is satisfactory, the crane is presumed to be good. At least the surveyor is satisfied, and as we all know, if the surveyor is satisfied, all of us are satisfied. Correct. So this type of load tests are still continuing till date, and the surveyors are also endorsing the machinery. Well, is it correct? Are we missing the point somewhere? I don't want to elaborate on the part why surveyors agree. It is because of the many loopholes. If I touch all those points, the video will become very long and will be diverting from our main focus. But you can easily find it out if you go through the rules of lifting appliances as in the classification societies. Well, let's try and remind ourselves that the logic we use for the anchor winch does not hold good for a crane. In an anchor winch, if the load is holding, we say the motor is good. But in a crane, if the load is holding, it is dangerous to conclude that the hydraulic motor is good. It only means that the brake is good. Yes, I repeat, it only means that the brake is good and we still don't know about the motor. Yes, in a crane during load test, the holding brake is holding the load, not the hydraulic lock. So any assumption that everything is alright is going to put the superintendent and chief engineer in trouble during cargo operations. Might, right? The holding of load in a crane does not automatically qualify to conclude that the crane hydraulic motor is in good condition. Then why did the surveyor accept and certify? There is a big catch here. Let us all remind ourselves that the surveyors are employed by the flag states to ensure safety of lifting appliances. That is the responsibility of the flag state and class. Commercial operation of crane is of no interest to the flag state or class. Only safety matters to them. The speed and rate of cargo discharge is of interest only to the ship owner. A surveyor is perfectly alright with a safe crane, which actually is a commercial disaster. But the owner cannot take that stand and logic. It is quite disheartening to still hear stories of chief engineers even today during the various training programs I conduct for various people that the hose handling cranes just did not perform after the first port after docking. Can you believe it? The owner is livid with rage that after spending $1 million+ in dry dock, why the crane didn't perform, and we got into serious embarrassing situation with the charter party. But the joke may be that the money was spent on steel and painting. Correct or not? Can't blame the owner, right? He has every right to say, did I stop you from spending if it was going to affect our commercials? One cannot fight with the doctor as to why I have a neck pain after a hernia surgery, which I paid for. Hope it conveys the point and people can plan and live a stress-free life. All the best for all those superintendents and other managers. I just hope that this particular topic might give that a little bit of a thought-provoking opportunity and introspect and see if things are actually going on the right way. A lot of companies may be doing the right way, obviously. But I still know that there are a few people who are missing this point. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Looking forward to the next video. Thank you so much.